He has an accent, I can immediately tell he's not native, but it's pretty good. So he pronounces it as someone who has had definitely experience with Italian.
Questo è il primo saluto del Cristo risorto,
I already did that.
il buon pastore,
The Good Shepherd,
che ha dato la vita per il gregge di Dio.
who gave his life for the flock of God.
Anch'io vorrei che questo saluto di pace
I too would like this salutation of peace, this greetings of peace,
entrasse nel vostro cuore,
may enter in your heart,
raggiungesse le vostre famiglie.
may reach your families. Interesting the way he said familie with an L. So there are three ways to pronounce this GL in Italian. Either you pronounce it like it's supposed to be, which is famiglie, famiglie. That's how it's supposed to be pronounced. Or you pronounce it in the southern way, which is a Y, famiglie, famiglie, with a Y. Or you pronounce it the northern way, which is an L, familie. Not all northern people do that, but those that do are all from the north. He did it in the northern way. Makes sense because the standard way, it's actually the hardest. It can be tough.
A tutte le persone,
To everyone,
ovunque siano,
wherever they may be,
a tutti i popoli,
to all the people,
a tutta la terra.
to the entire earth.
La pace sia con voi.
May peace be with you. There you go. Great. Thank you. Man, I could have done a good job. I see some Peruvian flags. Am I right? Oh, yeah. 15 minutes of clapping. 1 second. All right.
Pace di
And
Sartare
that sounded like a football match.
e la pace di Cristo risorto. Una pace disarmata e una pace disarmante.
Okay, interesting. So, yeah, now he said the peace of the resurrected Christ, a disarming, yeah, I think you can say that, a disarming peace. Disarmante. So he definitely pronounces the S in intervocalic position. So when the S is in between two vowels, he's pronouncing it as it's a fricative still, but it's the S variety, rather than the Z variety.
Umile e perseverante.
Persevering,
Proviene da Dio.
coming from God.
Dio che ci ama a tutti.
The God who loves all of us. God loves all of us. Yeah.
Incondizionalmente.
Unconditionally.
Ancora conserviamo nei nostri orecchi.
Oh, that's interesting. Still, we keep in our ears. He said i nostri orecchi, which is masculine for our ears. A lot of Italians use feminine and say le nostre orecchie. Believe it or not, the way he said it is more correct, even though it's not used as much in spoken language in Italy. I'm going to say that the majority of Italians use feminine for ears, but it is more correct. In fact, if some Italians are watching now, you might disagree and you'll be wrong. Because you'll be like, no, Metatron, your orecchio is wrong. No, he's actually right. Unless, maybe the way it is, if I remember right, is orecchie is when it's the pair, orecchi is when they are like both right or both left. So in that case, he would be wrong. You know, I'm going to look into this. It's kind of giving me a little bit of weird flashbacks. Anyways, they both exist. Gli orecchi, le orecchie. In technical terminology, I think orecchi with masculine can be more correct, but only in certain situations. So I would have to look at the script.
Quella voce debole ma sempre coraggiosa di Papa Francesco che benediva Roma.
Yeah, now he's talking about the voice of Pope Francis, who was blessing Rome, I think he said, specifically the city.
Il Papa che benediva Roma
The Pope who blessed Rome
dava la sua benedizione al mondo.
was giving his blessing to the world. He said mundo. That sounds more like Spanish. It's mondo in Italian. So that's the first mistake he actually made. Still, excellent Italian. I'm not trying to roast the Pope, I'm just analyzing it, forgetting for a moment, and I'm analyzing to be like, let's see, what if I was his teacher, what would I tell him to change? In this case, it's mondo. But then again, he's speaking in front of tens of thousands of people, so I would imagine that I would be making mistakes in my own language just because of performance anxiety. So we do have to consider that possibility.
Mondo intero quella mattina del giorno di Pasqua.
In that morning of Easter, yeah, okay,
Consentitemi di dar seguito a quella stessa benedizione.
Yeah, consentitemi di dar seguito a quella stessa benedizione. He's speaking it well, so I think we have established that I think he doesn't know Italian at this point. I think his Italian is pretty good. So I believe, let me see, where is it that he speaks Spanish? Because his Italian is good.